Hi. I managed to complete the last agent. And so that's a total of 5 agents from that tutorial. From this last one, what it was teaching is something called RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, something like that. And basically the way you can imagine this is if ChatGPT can use information from a particular document, or you have your own database and you want ChatGPT to use that database, uh, in yeah, it uses that document as a source of information, so it refers to that. And so this is exactly what uh, the that last part was teaching. Now, for the specific tutorial, it was using a document that was about stocks data in the US, I think 2024, the stock market. And I did build that. So it was basically an agent that retrieved information from a stock market PDF. And you could ask it about questions about maybe Tesla, Apple, etc., etc. And it should give you like a rundown of the performance in 2024. What I decided to do eventually was just to see where I could take this knowledge. And I remembered that we have a controversial act that was passed by the president uh, I think 1 week ago or something. Yeah, so I've not read it even until now, but I wanted to see whether I could load that in and use an LLM to kind of access the knowledge therein. And that is what I did. So I first found the 2025 Act. Actually, I knew it was an amendment, but I don't know how that works. So I came to find out that when there is an amendment, I actually thought now the amendment has all the information that you require. But what happens is that if there is an amendment, they just make a lot of referrals to the original act. So the amendment was in 2025, 21st October, as you can see. But the original act was in 2018. Now, when I found the amendment, it was like uh, P a PDF of images. So that becomes very hard to extract the text. But fortunately, I was able to use an OCR tool online that extracted the text. And so, yeah, this is what you have here. By this time, I didn't know that it was referring to the 2018 one. So eventually, I did find that out. Uh, I should have gotten the hint because it was 4 pages. But anyways, yeah, there's the 2018 one. Here it is. This is the original act. I think they call it the principal act from what I've seen. Yeah, so this one is kind of where they make a lot of references from. Now it's in PDF, and the other one I had converted to text already, so we have that there. Now the other thing was combining these two documents into one. So we have one, you can think of it like a DB, it's a vector store. I think he didn't go in depth into these areas. So yeah, well, we have one kind of single source of truth, and then I combine the text from that single source of truth, and I have my full kind of document that I can ask my LLM questions about. Now, yeah, once I've combined that, there's another step called chunking. More of actually it should have been, yeah. Yeah, so you chunk the document. It's a very large document. So you want to uh have sections of it. So you have maybe you separate by what is called tokens, or you can think of it as words, but they're not full words, depending on what the LLM will do. So it can be like maybe 1,000 words, every 1,000 words you split, every 1,000 words you split. Yeah, so you have this text that is split in that way. Uh, yeah, I'm not really sure about how we do that. Again, it wasn't explained in depth, but yeah, you do that. I will do a course to go into that further. Yeah. And then after that is now when you create the vector store, sorry. And then I talked about tools in an earlier video. So we create a retriever tool. The work of the retriever tool is to go to the vector store that we've created and then check for similarity between what we are asking for and what is there in the actual database. And yeah, and then we have a system prompt. A system prompt is just the one that directs the LLM. So in this case, I'm telling it you're a legal research assistant specializing in Kenyan cybersecurity legislation. Your work is to check these two acts and give me information. You are supposed to use the retriever tool to locate and cite relevant sections. Yeah, and so on and so forth. So eventually I create the agent. This part is pretty similar to what I've been doing before, but hopefully that makes sense. So we'll just quickly have a demo of this. So Python. Cool. What is your question? Give me a summary of the two acts. So you can see it's calling the retriever tool to retrieve the information. Then it's given me my answer. It's not as well formatted, but you can read through it. The Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act 2018. Uh, it says it's a comprehensive legal framework established to address issues related to computer misuse and cyber crimes in Kenya. Establishment of the National Computer and Cyber Crimes Coordination Committee, protection of critical information infrastructure and offenses. And now we have the 2025 amendment. It says, I'm actually just curious on this one. So it's given me one amendment. I know there is more. So give me more information about the amendments. Fine. Can't even tell where it started. Um, okay, yeah, it started actually here. According to the computer, one of the amendments made was section 2, specifically the definition of access. I know there's a lot more than this, so I would say give me all the amendments done in 2025 Amendment Act. I guess the more specific you are, the better. Hopefully, it gives us a more comprehensive answer. Yeah, okay, perfect. So there's amendment of section 2. The definition of access was expanded. Amendment of section 30. The section was amended to include the words or email or makes a call immediately after the word sends a message or email or call immediately. So this doesn't make sense if you don't know the first one. So I'm just gonna try to prompt it to tell me what this exactly means given the amendments that there is. So insertion of a new section 46A. A new section 46A was added to the Principal Act. It provides for further court orders where a person has been convicted of offenses related to the promotion of unlawful activities, etc., etc. So given the two amendments of section 2 and section 30 provide full context of what these sections now represent, I guess is the right word. Yeah, I'm not sure it will do such a good job. I guess there's more improvement to be made. Yeah, I'm just gonna make one final attempt. If it works, well and good. If it doesn't, yeah, hopefully we can make this better. Make reference to section. Um, maybe it needs more information. 2 and 30 when from the Act of 2018 with this amendments in mind. It looks like it's looking for a lot more information now. Um, okay, I might have messed up on this prompt and I'm seeing what I did. Yeah, okay, this just shows there's room for improvement. So yeah, but hopefully we get the idea. No, it's just going on and on. Um, uh, yeah, it's finally solved. Okay, so it's given us a lot of information, and maybe somewhere in that information is the answer that we're looking for. But yeah, you can see that the user experience is pretty terrible. Um, yeah, but it's a start. Okay, thank you. Hopefully that makes sense. After this, I'll be doing the official course, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, thank you.